Okay, we're going to go over in this video how to do a new contract in SmartRate. And there's a few different types of contracts, but we're going to go over just basically your cash contract, and then we'll go over the trade and bonus and how you do that type of stuff a little bit here. So we click on the big green new button on the top left-hand corner of Influence FM. Click on New Contract. Since I'm logged in as a manager, it asks me to select the team that I want to, or office, if you will. As sales reps, you guys will only have to select your client that you want to do the contract for. And so I'm going to go ahead and pick on myself here. And then we're going to do a contract for Greg's Guitar Store. And we'll just call this Test Contract 1. And then now it asks us, do we want to do a cash trade or bonus contract, a package, one sheet, or incremental? And packages and one sheets are just real simple. They're basically packages and one sheets that your managers put together. So you're going to want to talk to them, and they'll talk to you about what kind of deals they put together. Basically, it's you give us this much money and we'll give you this. So real basic, and we won't even go over those because really it's just a matter of clicking a few buttons and that produces the contract. Your incremental orders are for like your up buys, and there's a few other options why you want to use that. Basically, that allows you to put a contract and a schedule into the system without having to create an appointment for it. So you can get your numbers, your dollars, and get credit for selling those dollar amounts without having to create an appointment in the calendar. So let's go back to Cash Trader Bonus, and now it asks us, do we want to create a contract line item? And so we'll go ahead and do that, and we can do as many line items as we want. Some contracts have 52 line items, one for each week, to where they have a different schedule each week. With SmartRate, you can do that. So let's start at the top here. So it names our line, so we'll just call this cash line for now. We'll just call this cash. You can duplicate the line items. So if you like what you did on a line item and you just want to change a few things, maybe a station, you can duplicate it. You can also delete line items up here. So we name this cash. It asks us how long is the commercial. It's a 30-second ad that we're doing this contract for. Is it a cash, trade, bonus, or custom? We'll come back to trade and bonus. Custom is if you have the rights to do this. So this is a rights setting. So if you have the rights, you'll be able to put anything you want. You put $50, you can put $5.76. Whatever it is you want, you can do that. But we're going to leave those blank. We're not going to use that. And now if you don't see the custom option in there, that means your manager has not given you the rights to do that. So let's do our cash line. So is what this does, this grabs all the numbers that the managers have already put in the system, and it's based off of day part, day of the week, station, how long they buy. So is what it does, it gives them discounts, or it can even give a premium depending on when the ad runs to that client. So let's go ahead and go, okay, we want this to run June 1st, and we'll have it just go out a month. So they're not going to get a big discount because they're not buying very much from us. Is what the system does is encourages longer and deeper buys. So the more they buy, again, the bigger discount they get. So right now this is just a 30-day contract. And in the system, it's 90 days, 6 months, or 1 year to where they really start seeing big discounts. So they're not going to see a big discount here. Now it asks us if we want to do a day part, a show, or is it a custom / remote. So your shows would be, the client wants to sponsor a show. Custom is, they have to have their ad run at 1:53 p.m. every day. So you would then set that as a custom. Obviously, that's probably pretty hard to pull off. So nobody ever asked for that necessarily. So you'd say 1:30 to 2:30 every day. So, and when you do those custom times, typically the rate's very high. But this is where you can also do your remotes as well. So let's go ahead and just select this real quick so you can see what that looks like. So you can see here you get the start time, and it's on military time, of course, and then your end time, and it goes all the way down to the second. Okay, but let's go back to our day parts. This is probably what you're going to choose 95% of the time. Now these day parts are customized. They're completely customizable, and they depend radio station to radio station. These are the ones that are in our radio station. Our software division is ran out of a radio station that's called Murphy Broadcasting. So these are ours. So I'm going to say, okay, I want the morning drive, and we'll give them a couple ads each day. Okay, and how I did that so quickly, all you have to hit is 2, tab 2, or whatever number you want. You just keep hitting tab and it just brings you over to the next field. Now it's asking us what stations do we want. We can hit all stations and that would add all our stations, and then we can just delete the ones we don't want in there. Or we can do this. I'll get rid of them all real quick. Click in the box there, and then you can choose the station that you want. So I'll say KRCY for now. And the next field down is just your advanced options, and this really isn't necessarily advanced. We just kind of hit it in there because we may add some more features in here in the future. But inside of here you have what is called your run skip options. For those of you that aren't familiar with what run skip is, it allows you to say, okay, I want my ad to run this week, but then skip next week, run 1 week, skip 1 week, so on and so forth. You can also do, so right now a 1-0 is just a continuous run. So let's say, how many weeks do you want this to run before it skips? We'll say, okay, I want it to run 1 week, but I want it to skip 1 week. So it would go run 1, skip 1, run 1 week, skip 1 week. But maybe I want it to run 1 week and skip 2 weeks. Or I can have it run 2 weeks and then skip 2 weeks. So you can change that to whatever you want. And again, your continuous run is just a 1-0. That means that it runs 1 week and never skips. So it never skips a week. We're going to hit save on this, but before I hit save, the more commercials you have, more days, more stations, the longer the contract, just the more numbers that the system has to crunch, the longer it's going to take to calculate this. So what we got to do, we hit save here. It then goes out to the server and then calculates all the numbers. That one went real quick because it's a pretty short contract. So we can see here our total for each spot is $48. They're not getting any discount. They didn't buy very much from us, and their cash total is $2,800. It's running for 5 weeks, and they're getting 60 ads in total. So we come here, and we're going, okay, I don't know if he's going to go for that because that's an awfully high price for a 30-second ad in the market that we're in. So I can go and print off this contract so I have this to show to the client. So I can say I want to print off a weekly, a monthly, or a summary. We have the weekly in there, so if you're competing against the newspapers, it's a nice contract to have to show, okay, this is what you're paying per week. But let's go ahead and just do a monthly. We'll click on that, and it breaks it down by the month, what station they're getting, all the information they need, when their ads run, the fine print, all that good stuff. So now we hit the old school floppy disk button up on the top here, save it as a PDF. It then downloads here, and then from there we can print it off. But we go, okay, I don't know if he's going to go for this. Remember, it's about getting them to buy more. I know that the rates on Sunday are real low. And by the way, we'll go over rates here where you see what your station's rates are. And they're over here on the left-hand side. They're kind of shadowed out. And we'll go over that here on our next video. We'll say, okay, 10 ads on Sunday. I'm going to have this go out for 6 months. So 26 weeks. Hit set end on it. And then hit save. Now he's going to be paying a lot more for his total, but his blended rate will come down quite a bit. We're at $34. So then I would go ahead and print off that monthly contract. So now I have 2 contracts I can bring into him. One that he buys from me for 1 month. Here's one for 6 months, getting a big discount. And then here's another one for a year. So that's what we're going to do now. Now we're going to have set auto. So is what this does when you click that green button. You don't have to sit there and try and figure that out in your head. You hit auto. You can do this by days or weeks here. So we'll say weeks, and we'll do 52 weeks. Hit set end, and that calculates it out 1 year. Now we hit save, and you'll see this blended rate come down quite a bit. One thing I didn't go over here is the discount. So it also shows you the discount they're getting. Now we're getting that down to $29, and they're getting an $18,000 discount. Hit monthly. Again, print it off. Now we have 3 contracts, a 1 month, a 6 month, and a 1 year. Obviously the 1 year, they're getting a great rate, they're getting a big discount, but at the end of the day, they're spending a lot more money with you. You know, a lot more ads, a lot more coverage, but we can add more stations to this. So if we want to add more stations, we can do that, but maybe I want to add another cash line and run a different station with a different schedule. So that was 2 a day on the morning drive. So now I can do it at 7 p.m. to midnight, and I can do, let's say, 3, and we'll have it start tomorrow and have it go out. Again, we'll have it do it 1 year, set end, And this time we're going to choose a different station. This station here, we're on KRCY. So this one, we're going to go ahead and choose our KFTT. Hit save. Again, it runs out to the server, does the calculations. Since the contract is more than twice as big now, it's going to take pretty much twice as long for it to calculate everything. But again, a lot faster than doing it in your head. And also, there's never any there's never any math mistakes. So you never get any fighting with traffic. Your math is always perfect. Everything lines up. You can do these really complex contracts in a matter of minutes. So we can see now, getting that rate down to $21 now. He's spending $48,000 with us, getting a big discount. So you then again would hit monthly and then print that off. So that's pretty much it on the cash line items. Let's go ahead and add a bonus line. So since he's spending so much with us, let's go ahead and give him a bonus. And we'll just call this line bonus. And it's a 30-second ad. We'll leave it at that. Okay, when does this ad start? We'll say Wednesday. And have it go out, I don't know, a few months here. And then we can choose our day part. And we'll just say, since it is a bonus, this can run anytime, 24 hours. And we'll just give them one ad. We choose our station. We'll say KVAL. That's my slower station. Hit save. And you'll notice the total won't go up here. And now they'll have a bonus line, so you'll be able to show them, hey, this is how much you're getting bonus because you're such a great guy spending so much money with us. Oops, I forgot to do something, and that was to select an actual bonus here. So you want to make sure you do that. Select bonus when you're doing a bonus line. Hit save, and then now we'll see our bonus over here. And again, the longer these contracts get, the longer it's going to take to calculate, but a lot faster than doing it in your head on a piece of paper on an Excel spreadsheet. So there we go. So now there's their bonus. They get $2,000 in bonus. So we can now take this out and get that all signed. So that's pretty much it there in a nutshell. Let's go over incremental orders real quick, and then we're pretty much done with this session here. So new. Click on the big green new button, new contract. Again, just because I'm logged in as a manager, I have to select these. And again, we'll do Greg's Guitar Store. We'll just call this test 2. Naming your contract a unique name and something that you'll remember later is nice if you have to go looking for your contract. So try to use this field as much as possible and be creative with it. Now we're going to do incremental order. So again, this allows you to put numbers in the system without, you don't have to put a closing call into the calendar to get stuff in there. So is it a contract annual? Is it event marketing or a one sheet? Is it an up buy? Is it an internet sale? Maybe you're sold a banner ad, or maybe it's a non-annual. And it's pretty self-explanatory from here. Date of call, what time was it, when does this contract start, and then what stations. And then the total amount of money that you asked for, and how many months is this going to run. And then you put any notes, internal notes that you want to put in there. So that's how you do an incremental order. Okay, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We don't want anybody to get frustrated. Give us a call on the 1-800 number here. We have also the ability to text message us right now. Since it is a Sunday right now, we don't have anybody online, but we do answer the phone on the weekends. If you call us on the weekend, we will answer the phone. Don't get frustrated, just give us a ring. We also have training videos up here. You also can create a support ticket, and again, you can call us up here. So our 1-800 number is up here in the Get Help section and down here on our instant chat system. It's also at the very bottom of the page as well. Okay. Last few things with SmartRate we'll go over real quick. The ROI calculator, very, very powerful tool that can help in many circumstances, and there's a phenomenal video here taught by Chris Rolando. If you click on Get Help, training videos, and then from the drop down, go ahead and go down to SmartRate and go to your ROI calculator. And it's only 4 minutes long, but an awesome tool to help you out getting a sale. And then over here we have our rates. So this is where you can see what the actual station rates are. So let's go ahead and we'll just open up Office Rates Report. This is pretty much the only one you're really going to need to look at. So these are the rates now. So here's our first station, casual, and then it tells me on Sunday they get a 38% discount. So I know on Sundays there's a big discount there. So I would know on casual Sunday, if I get them to buy 10 ads, it's going to bring that blended rate down. And then you can see all the other discounts that you're getting. The base rate is at $33, $33.50, and then Monday they get a discount. Anyways, you can kind of see it here. We're gonna reorganize this page at some point in the history of the world. It'll be better laid out, but for now, you got this here. So you also have length of contract. 13 weeks, they get a 90% or 10% discount. If they do 26 weeks, they get a 25% discount. And of course, you know, you buy a year from me, you commit to me for a year, I'll give you a big discount. So we come down here. You also have ad blocks. So how many chunks of ads they buy at a time. So 24 ads. And again, these numbers are completely up to your manager, so they're not going to be the same as ours. Ad blocks. 24 ads get you a 4% discount up to 4 times for a total of 16% off. Then we have our day parts. You know what they get here. You know, for overnights, they get a big discount. They get 60% off. And then you also have lengths as well too. Our shows is blank because we don't have any shows on our radio stations. Length, so they get a discount if it's a 60-second ad. They get a 10% discount, so on and so forth. Custom multipliers, that's where you set it for a remote or a custom time. The ad has to play between this time and this time. Then your custom, your multiplier is going to be typically high. Ours is set at 225%, so a lot higher rate. So again, smart rate, your rates are right here, and that's where you see everything. Don't worry about this pending actions, that's for managers. But that's it on this, guys, and we'll see you at the next video.